गुरुदेव प्रभुपाद।
ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य अष्टोत्तर श्रीमद् भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी शिला प्रभुपाद महाराज की
जय।
जय। ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य अष्टोत्तर श्रीमद् भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती गोस्वामी महाराज की ओम विष्णुपाद
जय।
परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य आनंद गौड़ी वैष्णव वृंद की भक्ति
जय।
वेदांत नमाचार्य ठाकुर की
जय।
प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री द्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद की
जय।
गो प्रेमानंदे।
हरि हरि बोल।
All glories to
हरे
Sambhuti devotees, so glories to Sambhuti devotees, all glories to Sambhuti devotees, so goes Guru Gaur. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय।
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय।
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
ओम नमो
नमो
भगवते
भगवते
वासुदेवाय।
वासुदेवाय।
नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरये। नष्टप्रायेषु भद्रेषु नित्यं भागवतः सेवया भगवती उत्तमश्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टिकी। कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकी नंदनाय च नंदगोपकुमाराय गोविंदाय नमो नमः। नमः पंकजनाभाय नमः पंकजमालिने नमः पंकजनेत्राय नमस्ते पंकजाग्रे। मूकं करोति वाचालं पंगुं लंघयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरुं दीनतारिणं श्रीचैतन्यमीश्वरं परमानन्दमाधवम्। हरे कृष्णा। Bhagavad
हरे
Gita
कृष्ण।
as it is, chapter
हरे
15.
कृष्णा। हरे कृष्णा प्रभु जी।
Hare Krishna. Jai. Chapter 15, the Yoga of the Supreme Person, and today's verses 1 and 2, beginning of the chapter, first two verses. So, verse 1, Shri Bhagavan Uvacha, Urdhamulam Adhashakham Ashwatham Prahuravyayam Chamdansi Yasya Parnani Yastam Vedasa Vedavi. Shri Bhagavan Uvacha, Urdhamulam Adhashakham Ashwatham Prahuravyayam Chandamsi Yasya Parnani Yastam Vedasa Vedavi. Shri Bhagavan Uvacha, Urdhvamulam Adhashakham Ashwadam Prahuravyayam Chandamsi Yasya Varnani Yastam Vedasa Vedavi. Yes, Katyani Maji.
ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। श्री भगवान वाच उक्तमूलमदशाकम् अश्वत्थं प्राहुरव्ययम् छन्दांसि यस्य वर्णानि यस्तं वेद स वेदवित्। हरे कृष्णा। हरे कृष्णा प्रभु जी।
Hare Krishna. Vaikri Maji.
हरे कृष्णा।
Hare Krishna.
ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। श्री भगवान वाचा ऊर्ध्वमूलमदशागम् अश्वत्थं प्राहुरम् अव्ययम् छन्दांसि यस्य पर्णानि यस्तं वेद स वेदवित्। हरे कृष्णा।
Hare Krishna. Right, Snigdha Maji.
हरे कृष्णा प्रभु जी। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। श्री भगवान वाच ऊर्ध्वमूलम् अधः शाखम् अश्वत्थं प्राहुरव्ययम् छन्दांसि यस्य पर्णानि तस्य वेद स वेदवित्। Meaning, Sri Bhagavan Uvacha, the Supreme Personality of Godhead said, Urdhva Moolam, with roots above, Adhaha, downwards, Shakham, branches, Ashwatham, banyan tree,
Prahu said, Avyayam, eternal, Chandansi, Vedic hymns, Yasya, of which Parnani, the leaves, Yah, anyone, Tam, that, Veda, knows, Shaha, he, Vedavit, is the knower of the Vedas. Meaning, the blessed Lord said, there is a banyan tree which has its roots upward and its branches down, and whose leaves are the Vedic hymns. One who knows this tree is the knower of the Vedas. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Verse 2. Adashodha prasadastasya shakha guna pravurdha vishaya pravalaha adasya mulyani anusandadani karmanubandhini manushya adashodham prasadastasya shakha guna pravurdha vishaya pravalaha adasya mulyani anusandadani karmanubandhini manushya adashordham prasudastasya shakha gunapravardha vishaya adascha mulyanyusandadani karmanubandhini manushya Kartiyani Maji.
अगस्त्य मूल्य अनुसंधानी कर्मानुविद्धि मनुष्यलोके हरे कृष्णा प्रभु जी
Hare Krishna. Vaikri Maji.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
अधश्चोत्तम प्रसृतास्त्य शाखा गुणप्रवृद्धा विषय प्रवाला अधश्च मूलान्य संदधानि कर्मानुबंधीनि मनुष्यलोके. हरे कृष्ण.
Hare Krishna. Yes, Snigdha Maji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Adharsha Uddham Prasudatasya Sakha Gruna Prabhuta Vishaya Pravalaha Adharsha Mulanyanu Santani Karmanubandhini Manushya Loke. Adhaha, downward, cha, and Urdhvam, upward, prasastha, extended, tasya, its, shakha, branches, guna, the mode of material nature, pravadha, developed, vishaya, that is pravardha, developed, vishaya, sense objects, pravala, twigs, adhaha, downward, cha, and mulani, roots, anusandhani, extended, karma, according to work, anubandhani, bound, manushya, in the world of human society. Meaning, the branches of this tree and downward and upward, nourished by the three modes of material nature. The twigs are the objects of the senses. This tree also has roots going down, and these are bound to the fruitive actions of human society. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Om Jnanatimirandasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilidam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupagada Mahyam Dadadi Swapadam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Udapadakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamsam Shri Rupam Sakajadam Sahaganaraganatanvidam Tam Sajivam Sadvaidam Tavadhudam Parijanasaidam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishagam Sam He Krishna Karuna Sindho Dinabandho Jagalpade Govesha Govinda Kanda Radha Kanda Namaste Taptaganjana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Rishabhanusude Devi Pranamami Haripriye Vancha Kalpadrubhischa Kravasin Evacha Patidanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah Namo Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Preshtaya Bhutale Srimade Bhakti Vedanta Swami Namine Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshadarine. Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhaktivinoda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Shri Bhagavan Vacha Urdhamulam Adashakham Ashudham Prahuravyayam Chandansi Yasya Parnani Yasam Vedasa Vedave. The blessed Lord said, there is a banyan tree which has its roots upwards and its branches down, and whose leaves are the Vedic hymns. One who knows this tree is a knower of the Vedas. Hare Krishna. So, this is a very important chapter, Yoga of the Supreme Person, Purushottama Yoga. In Purusha Adhigamasa, we recite this chapter every day. Don't you do it, Sigdamaji?
Yes, Prabhuji. Every day we are also reading here.
Yes. So that's very important. Purusha Adhigamasa, Purusha, it's Purusha Uttama. Like all the Purushas, Jivas are in one way regarded as Purushas. But the Purusha Uttama is none other than Krishna. So that will be established in this chapter. So the previous chapter, last two verses, in the last two verses of the previous chapter, it was stated that by undeviated bhakti or devotion to Krishna, one can attain the Brahman platform. And what is Brahman was explained as Avyasya, Ekandyasya, Dharmasya, Shashvatasya, and Atyanta Sukhasya. So many qualities of Brahman was described, and Krishna had said, I am the basis of everything. The basis of the Brahman as well as the basis of the qualities of Brahman also. Because ultimately everything is emanating from Krishna only. So Krishna is the source of all the qualities. So whatever qualities which was described as pertaining to Brahman are qualities which are emanating from Krishna only. So that is why Krishna says, I am the basis of the impersonal Brahman. So the question then arises, so okay, understand, okay, Krishna is supreme as far as Bhakti Yoga is concerned, but what about Vedas? Vedas has so many other yogas. Purva Mimamsa deals with Karma Yoga, that is fruitive Karma Yoga, Sagama Karma Yoga, and the Uttara Upanishad, that is dealing with the Upanishads. Upanishads is dealing with Jnana Yoga. So, how is Krishna mentioned in Vedas? So, in this chapter, Krishna said, Vedeshu sarve ahameva vedyam. In all the Vedas, I am to be known by the Vedas, by me. In all the Vedas, I am to be known. And the person who had compiled Vedas, who is a knower of Vedas, and who is to be known by the Vedas. Then another question may be coming, but when you are worshipping Krishna as a person, how come that we are realizing this impersonal Brahman? Then what is the the person who is worshipping Krishna has risen above this material world. So the question arises, what is the nature or the structure of this material world? How these worlds are originated, what's the origin of world? What are the types of jivas who have surpassed or come out of this material world and reach the abode of Krishna? who is exactly Brahman and who is Krishna. So in this chapter, Krishna will establish that Jiva is essentially a part of Krishna only, and how Krishna is maintaining this whole universe as well as the Jivas, and how Krishna is superior to everyone. The bonded Jiva, the unbound Jiva, is above everyone. So he is glorified in all the Vedas as a supreme person, Purushottama. So this chapter has got 20 verses, and the breakdown of this chapter is, section 1 is 1 to 5, verses 1 to 5, which means how to become detached from this material world. Section 6 to 11 is transmigration. The goal is to leave the material world and return to spiritual world. And all living entities are actually part and parcel of Krishna, yet they struggle from body to body in search of pleasure. Though they are a part of the internal potency of Krishna, being attracted by the bewildering Maya, glittering or glaring Maya, they accept a material body and transmigrate from bodies to body. The transcendentalists, that means who are Vedavit, they can see this, but those who are not transcendentalists, they cannot see this. So session 3 is 12 to 15. 4 verses, Krishna's position as our maintainer, how he maintains all the planets and how he maintains all the living entities residing in these planets, both at the cosmic as well as a personal level. Cosmic means entire planets. Cosmic means pertaining to each individual living entity. And he is established as a compiler and a knower of Vedas in this session. And the next session is session 4, 15, 16 to 18, 3 shlokas. This is basically called Trayi Gita Shloka. Trayi Gita Shloka. This Chadushloka, Chadush Bhagavad Shloka is there. We have already discussed that. Which are the Chadush Bhagavad Gita Shloka?
Prabhuji, in chapter 9, I think.
Chapter 10, 8 to 11. 8, 9, 10, and 11. Ham sarvasya prabhava mata sarva pravartade idi matva bhajande mam buddha bhava samvidam macchitta madgada prana bodhayanda parasparam kathayandas mam nityam tushyandi cha yamandi cha yesham what is that? Yesham sadar yuktanam bhajadam pridivurvagam dadami buddhi yogam tam yena mam vayadide tesham anugambartam ham ajnanajam tamam nashayami atmabhavasto jnanadipena bhasada. So these are the 4 shlokas, which is called the Chadushloka. The Chadushloka is in Bhagavad and Bhagavatam only. Canto 2, chapter 8, verses from 29 to 33. So 31 to 33. 30, 31, 30 to 33. Anyway, somewhere around that. But now this Chadushloka Bhagavad Gita is in the 10th chapter. And now try 3 Bhagavad Shlokas, 3 shlokas of knowledge. That is 16, 17, and 18. And last session is 5, 19 to 20. We clearly established Krishna. One who knows Krishna, he knows everything. Knowing Krishna means knowing everything. So this is a breakdown of the chapter. I have already given the in the group yesterday. I posted it. So in the last chapter, we have seen that knowledge of gunas. The Jnana Yoga starts from the 13th chapter, as we know. In the 13th chapter was established that living entities got trapped by this Maya, this Prakriti. Purusha Prakritisto Bhungte Prakriti Gunan Karanam Gunasangasya Sadasat Yoni Janmasu. Because he wants to enjoy the components of the Prakriti. He got embodied and bounded by this Maya, the three gunas of Maya. And due to that, he is receiving so many bodies, higher bodies, lower bodies. And then the gunas themselves were described in detail in the 14th chapter. And the knowledge of gunas, the thorough knowledge of gunas will lead you to liberation. And the path and the process is accepted as culminated in Bhakti Yoga. Now, another aspect of bondage is raga, attachment. So we are attached to material world, so we should develop vairagya. So this another limb of bhakti, the two limbs of bhakti are jnana and vairagya. Jnana is the form of knowledge of gunas was discussed in the 14th chapter. Now Krishna will teach you how to be detached. Vairagya means detachment. How to be detached from material world. And for that, the structure of the material world has to be described thoroughly. If you want to be detached from something, you should have thorough knowledge of it. Otherwise, it will not be possible for you to be detached. So these first three verses, we can say first 5 verses, specifically about first 2 verses, describes very meticulously material world, structure material world, comparing it to the banyan tree. So the material world is compared to a banyan tree. The difference is that the particular tree is very peculiar in the sense it is a inverted tree. Normally you find trees, roots are down and branches are up. But this particular tree has got roots up and branches down. Urdhva moolam, adha shakam. Moola means roots, shaka means branches. The roots are up and the branches are down. So the explanation of these words are that the material world's starting point is Mahatattva. The personification of Mahatattva is Brahma, four-faced Brahma. The first offshoot, the Prakriti itself, the first, the original Prakriti, undissolved, in one state, Prakriti is Pradhana, and from Pradhana only everything is emanating on the 24 elements, starting from Mahatattva. So the first manifestation is Mahatattva, which is Satyaloka. And the resident of Satyaloka is Brahma and his associates. So this is Satyaloka is highest, but it is an inverted tree. The inverted tree means the roots are up and the branches are down. And the branches are going down means from Satyaloka down, from down comes what? Siddhaloka, Maharloka, Janaloka, Swarloka, Bhuloka, Bhurloka, and then the 7 lower planets, ending with Patala. So Shaka, the branches are compared to the planets. So Udha Mula Adashagam. The name of this tree is Ashwatha. Ashwatha is banyan tree. Because Ashwatha is considered the best of trees. This Krishna is mentioned in chapter 26 of the 10th chapter is given. Kshanam Ashwatha. Something like that. You find that chapters. Verse 26 says Ashwatha Sarva Kshanam. Ashwatha Sarva Kshanam. Among all the trees, I am the best. I am the banyan tree. And it is called Avyaya. Why it is Avyaya? Ashwada is Abhya means it is everlasting, it is never disappearing. This material world is never disappearing. It may temporarily be disappeared, destruction may be there. Why it is not disappearing? Because most of the residents inside are continuing their the transmigration through different bodies. They are sticking around in this material world eternally. Only very few people, essentially devotees, are able to get out of this material world. For others, it is Abhyaya, it is eternal, it is indestructible, which cannot be destroyed. So Ashwada is Ashwada material was accepted as Abhyaya. Abhyaya means eternal or indestructible. Actually, the meaning of meaning of Ashwada, as per Vishwanath Chakravarti, is A means opposite. The word whenever prefix A is there, it gives opposite meaning. Shwadha is tomorrow. So where there is no tomorrow, that means for the devotees, there is no tomorrow. The devotees, for them, there is no next life. As in the second verse of 14th chapter, idam jnana upasritya mama sadhvam agadaha sargebi navajayande pralaye na vetendite. So they are devotees, they are not coming back. They are not coming back in the creation when creation starts again. And they are not, because they are not coming in creation, they are not being destroyed also. So for them, Ashwada means there is no tomorrow. But for others, majority of the living entities, this material world is indestructible. That is why it's called Vyaya. Chandansi yasya parnani. The leaves of this tree are the Vedic hymns. The Vedic hymns are the Purva Mimamsa or the Karma Kanda session. Karma Kanda session, very beautiful verses are there, which describes very eloquently, very, very nice yajnas, which enable the living entity to go upwards to Swargaloka, enjoy the pleasures there. So this section of these Vedas is called Karmagada section or Purva Mimamsa. And this is completely replete with so many yajna shlokas. This is described in the second chapter, verse 42 to 43, you'll find now. Ya mimam pushpidam majam prabadande avivashida vedavadarada partha anyadasti divadinaha kamatmana swargabara. Kamatmana means desirous of sense gratification. Swargabara, aiming to achieve the heavenly planets. Janma karma bhala pradam. Janma karma karda plam, resulting in fruitive action, good birth, Aishwarya, opulence, education, everything. Like Kundi Devi says, Janma Aishwarya, Shrudi Shribhir. These are the four things. Adaman, Madha, Puman. The man, human, the living entity, the human being is always very engrossed in achieving these four things. Janma, Aishwarya, Shrudi, Shri. Shrudi means education, Shri means beauty. Janma means aristocratic birth. Aishwarya means opulence. Idamana Madapuman, one who is madly engrossed in this, achieving these four. Naivahardan Abhidadumte. They are not Abhidadum me. They cannot very sincerely pray to Krishna or worship Krishna in sincerity. So these Karmakanda session people, they conduct so many yajnas so that they can what do you call that? They can enjoy the heavenly pleasures. They are the intention set. So the hymns of Vedas, the chantants is compared to leaves. The hymns of Vedas are meant to, is actually the cause of our existence, cause of existence in material world. Because this makes the material world living very nice. If the living is not very nice, like it should. Very sorry, I'm in class. So this is a cause of a continued existence, because this makes the life in heavenly material world pressure very happy. This is the root cause. And the leaves, just like the leaves give beauty to the tree, because with the green color, green foliage and all that, that makes the tree very attractive and beautiful. Same way, the Vedic hymns, which give rise to heavenly pleasures, makes existence, continues existence in material world. But one thing you have to accept, that they are basically Veda based, because they accept the soul. Because we can very well know that you cannot go with this body. After leaving this body, only you can go to heavenly planets. That means who is going to heavenly planets? The soul only, the Purusha only. So they accept that we are souls only, not like the modern people who are interested in hash bashing, making life whatever nonsense they are doing. There is basically there is a Vedic background is there, so there is some kind of purity. Because of purity, they go to the heavenly planets. The verse number 20 and 21 of 20 and 21 of 9th chapter, you can find this. Trividya mam somapa pudababa yajñarishta swargadim patayande te punyamasadya surendra logam ashnandi divyan divive devbhodan. So after doing some purificatory process, when they become pure, they ascend to the heavenly planets, and from there they enjoy these pleasures of heavenly planets, enjoy with the devas. Now after that, when that is over, tete bhungta sargalogam vishalam. After finishing, they come down. Anyway, this is explained in the next verse even more nicely. So there are many verses, many shlokas in Vedas, which say that you can, if you want to get good children, you can pray to, or you can worship Indra, or if you want power, you can worship Vayu Bhagavan. So there are so many things like that. How each devas are pleased, which are the items which should be offered to these devas while doing this yajna. These are described in many verses of many Vedas, or the many scriptures of Vedas. So Chandansi yasya parnani yastam vedasa vedavida. Who knows this? One who knows this is a Vedavid. That means one who knows perfectly the structure of material structure of material universe, and how it is having effect on our lives. He is a Vedavid, and he knows how to cut down this tree. Now his knowledge, because he knows this material world is a reflection, because you have seen this particular tree, it is inverted. Srila Prabhupada in his book mentions that if you go to a riverside, you can see these trees, the reflection of the trees on the riverside, the many trees, and these trees appear to be inverted, roots up and branches down, which means this tree is a reflection of the actual tree. So extending this simile, the person, the Vedavid he knows that this material world is nothing but a reflection of the actual world, which is a spiritual world. The spiritual world is actual world, real world, and all the variegatedness that you find in the material world you can find in the spiritual world also. This is the difference, the Bhaktas and Advaitavadis. Advaitavadis, for them, there is no varaganas, finish. You get joined with the consciousness, super consciousness, there ends everything. But in case of Vaishnavas, we go to Krishna's dham and then enjoy serving Krishna in many ways, which are the varagatas. The different types of service is a variegatedness. So many, millions and millions of varieties. So the Vedaviti knows that this material world is a reflection, and actual world, real world is Vaikuntha planets or spiritual planets. And to reach that, he knows he has to cut down this material world. That means the attachment to this material world. The cause why we are here is because of attachment. So we have to get detached from this material world. And the Vedavit knows this. The second verse, it says, Adashorda prasadasta shashaka guna pravardha vishaya pravalaha adascha mulani sandadani karmanubandini manushya loge adascha urdhascha prasadastasya shaka. These branches are going up and going down also. In the previous sloka, the branches are going down only. Now, in this verse, Krishna says it's going up and down also. That apparently, superficially, it may look contradiction. But actually, is that the branches which is mentioned in the first verse is representing the planets. And the branches which is mentioned in the second verse are the residents of these planets. Namely, starting from the top, Brahma, Devas, Siddha Purushas, Kim Purushas, Kinnaras, Gandharvas, Yakshas, Asuras, Rakshasas, and human beings. Then you find bees and a lot of animals. You find fish, you find atigadis, you have worms, reptiles, plants, trees, so many forms. 84 lakhs of species. These trees are representing, the trees which is going up and going down are representing the species, the forms or the residents of these planets. Why it is going up and going down? That we have seen the 14th chapter, because of the action of the gunas. Verse 18. Udam gacchandi sattostha madhye tishtadi rajasa Jaganni Gunavrittista Adho Gachari Tamasa. Yes. People are engaged in pious activities, they go up. People are engaged in impious activities, they go down. So this continues going up, going down, going up and going down. That is where it's called Adashordham Chaprasadas Pasishagha. The branches are going down, branches are going up also. Guna Prabardha. How this is made possible? Because it is nourished by the gunas. These activities are on account of the gunas. That is why it is called, it is nourished. Pravruddha means nourished by gunas, the three gunas. So guna is everything, is actually behind everything. It is a villain. Real villain. Guna pravruddha, vishaya pravala. Pravala means the twigs. Vishaya means sense objects. So you have, just see the structure first, once more. The tree, Ashoda tree is the branches is actually the goose body. And then the tips of branches is called the senses. And the twigs attached, or the buds attached to these twigs, the tips is called the sense objects, because sense objects are always very close to senses, that we know. Close proximity between senses and sense objects. Senses are always running behind sense objects. Eyes want to enjoy many forms. The ears want to enjoy so many sounds. The nose wants to enjoy so many fragrance. The touch wants to enjoy so many soft and nice things. And the tongue wants to taste so many palatable dishes. So, the banyan tree comprising the branches, which is the gross body, the tips, which are called the senses, and the twigs or the buds is called the Vishayas, which are sense objects. Structure is very clearly defined now. And then Adascha Mulya Sanusandadani. Adascha Mulya Anusandadani. Then there are secondary roots also. The primary roots, is Brahma in the Satyaloka. That we have seen the first time, first verse. Now it says here, Adascha Mula Anusandani. Anusandani is secondary roots. Or winding roots, entangled roots. And these are called the vasanas, imprints. This imprints is binding on you. What is this imprint? What is this vasana actually? You do a karma on account of the guna and you receive the result of that. After exhausting the result, there is a residual result. Residual is there. Some balance is left. And that is called the imprints or the vasanas. These vasanas instigates new rounds of karmas. Now the guna is there, you do some action based on some gunas. And suppose you are a sattvic person, you do some pious activities, you go to heavenly planets, enjoy life there, exhaust your karma. Then the residual is there, some residual is there, it's called imprint. Then with that residual, you come back to India, the material world, and again, all over again, start again and again, the same work. So these vasanas are which are the things which are instigating new rounds of karma. We are giving example when you are cooking this butter, the ghee is there, and after pouring the ghee into vessel, you'll find some ghee in the bottom of the pot, which you're using for boiling. Same way, after exhausting the result of the karma, still there's some imprint is there, some residual is called imprint, which gives rise to the instigation to new round of karmas. That is called Adascha Mula Anusandadani. The entangling truths are called vasanas, and which is giving rise to karma anubandhini. Again, you get bound with karma. And this is the Manushya Loka. This is the Manushya Loka. Because in Manushya Loka only, this karma is very prominent. You've seen that in the 9th chapter again, that after exhausting the punya, you'll come down. Shine punye marte lokam mishandi. Verse 21, he said that tam bhuktva sorgalogam vishalam shine punye marta logam mishandi evam trayi dharma uba anuprabanna gada gadam kama labande. Gada gadam means again going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Death and again death, birth, again going, then coming again, as going to heavenly planets, again coming down. So these vasanas are the imprints which give rise to new round of karmas, and that is why we are always attached to karma. Now Krishna will speak about how to get detached from this material world. Hare Krishna. Thank you very much. Any clarification you need? Okay. Siddhamaji, can I enter?
Yes, Prabhuji.
We're not finding you for the Shayanarthi nowadays. What is happening?
Yes, Prabhuji, I have actually changed my place. I came to Bhubaneswar. So evening, I am going to. Okay. I will join today, Prabhuji. I will join today.
Okay, why
Actually,
you go to Bhubaneswar?
Because my daughter is here, so I came here. Because summer holidays vacation is going on.
Oh, I see.
So,
Your daughter is in Bhubaneswar then.
yeah.
She's employed or she is a student?
She has completed her BDS and now she is working in a
Oh, yeah,
clinic.
you don't know. So I remember.
Yeah.
So, okay. So after that, after vacation, you go back to your place when the school
Yes,
reopens.
yes. Yes, when the school opens again on June 18th, it will open and again I'll go. I
Okay.
have to.
Please try to join.
Yes, Prabhuji. Yes, today onwards I will join.
Don't get too much attached to
Yes, yeah.
at the cost of your devotion.
Yes, Prabhuji.
You're intelligent, should know. The whole chapter is about that only now.
Yes. Detachment only.
Yes.
Hmm.
You get attached to Krishna only and get
Yes,
detached from everywhere else.
yes,
So
Prabhuji. Exactly.
normal relationship you have to always maintain that should be there. Affection should be there. There should be affection,
Yes.
not attachment.
Attachment. Yes, Prabhuji. Right.
Affection you can
Right.
have
Yes.
because we are all family. They are all family members.
Yes.
So
Yes.
there should be a warm affection. That's good.
Yes, Prabhuji. But when we are in the workplace, Prabhuji, we are going with the timetable, schedule.
Yeah,
But
correct.
when you come deviate from it, it's everything is going.
Yeah. But then you have to
But
steadiness means this called after this round anartha nirvati, you find this steadiness, no?
yes. On the
Steadiness
8
means
steps, yes, 8
yes,
steps are there.
nine
Bhajana
steps,
Kriya,
nine steps.
Bhajan Kriya, Anartha Nibhuti, and Nishtha.
Nishtha.
Yes,
Nishtha is a steadiness. So
yes,
wherever you are, you have to follow the same timetable, schedule, same
Prabhuji.
schedule.
Yes, Prabhuji. Prabhuji, I am doing the Mangal Arati, getting up quickly at 4:30, and I am doing every day. It became a schedule now.
Very
Uh,
good. That is
yes,
Nishtha. Everything should be done at the same time, every day. That is
Prabhuji.
Nishtha will give rise to Ruchi.
Ruchi. Yes,
And then once you got once that taste is there, then you are safe.
yes, Prabhuji.
Because you are dull the taste of superior thing. Param Drishtva.
Yes. Mm.
Right.
Okay. Namaste Narasimhaya, Namaste Narasimhaya, Praladadaine, Hiranyakashipurvakshaha, Hiranyakashipurvakshaha, Tilatanka nakhalai, Ito Narsingo Parito Narsingo, Yato yami tato narsingo. Bahir narsinga hridaye narsinga. Narsinga madi sharanam prapade. Tabakara kamala bade nakham. Adbhuta sringam. Dalita hiranyakashipu tanurangam. केशभद्रेता नरहरिरूप जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे जय नरसिंहदेव नरसिंहदेव जय नरसिंहदेव जय नरहरि 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 जय नरहरि जय लक्ष्मी नरसिंह जय लक्ष्मी नरसिंह जय लक्ष्मी नरसिंह जय लक्ष्मी नरसिंह जय प्रहलाद नरसिंह जय प्रहलाद नरसिंह जय प्रहलाद नरसिंह जय प्रहलाद नरसिंह जय जय प्रभुपाद 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 निताय गौर हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल ओम उग्रं वीरं महाविष्णुं ज्वलन्तं सर्वतोमुखं नरसिंहं भीषणं भद्रं मृत्यु नमाम्यहम् ओम उग्रं वीरं महाविष्णुं ज्वलन्तं सर्वतोमुखं नरसिंहं भीषणं भद्रं मृत्यु नमाम्यहम् ओम उग्रं वीरं महाविष्णुं ज्वलन्तं सर्वतोमुखं नरसिंहं भीषणं भद्रं मृत्यु नमाम्यहम् श्री नरसिंह जय जय श्री नरसिंह प्रहलादेश जय पद्मामुख मुख पद्मा भृंग श्री नरसिंह जय जय श्री नरसिंह प्रह्लादे स जय पद्मा मुख पद्मा भृंग सब विघ्न विनाशक नरसिंह भगवान की
जय
जय।
जय। वांछा कल्पद्रुभ्यश्च
कृपा सिंधु वैष्णव की जय। श्रीला प्रभुपाद की जय।
और
निताई गौर प्रेमानंदी हरि हरि बोल।